Alright guys, Underdog FZ09 here, about to start this vlog out. Hopefully going to be talking about how I learned how to do some wheelies. You know, my journey on it and how I became comfortable with it. I'm going to try to find a good spot and hopefully see y'all there. Alright, well, this looks like a pretty isolated road. So, let's talk about the stages of doing a wheelie, like how I learned. Stage 1 was getting used to power wheelie. First gear, just roll on the throttle, let the wheel come up just a little bit. And the first time I did that, I got absolutely terrified. The wheel came up so fast that I cut the throttle off completely and slammed the front tire down and flew forward and hit myself on the gas tank. It's rather quite painful. So really, you do that, just try to float the front wheel just a little bit, gradually lift it up. One thing I don't recommend is trying to find balance point in first gear. The engine is way too torquey and you're liable to make a mistake and loop out the bike very easily. So do not do that. Like I said, I just did it to get used to floating the front tire, get it slightly higher. And then next stage, I learned to do second gear clutch up, and always have your foot near the back brake, always be ready to use it. And this bike likes to be around 4,500 RPM, second gear, 30 to 35 miles an hour. Pull in the clutch, give it a little more gas. Just pull it up a little bit and chase it out. You don't want to go from 0 to 100. You don't want to try to start out too big. And from second gear clutch up, I really just worked on getting it up a little higher, and just a little higher, and a little higher, until I was coming close to balance point. And now I'm at the point I really got to learn that back brake. Going behind me. Alright, that was pretty good. And as I tip it back, the physics of a wheelie, the higher the wheel gets, the easier it is to bring it back. So the higher the wheel gets, it's going to be easier to make it even higher. So you want to tiptoe up to that balance point a little bit at a time until you get it. Very close to that, you got to be on that back brake. You got to be ready to hit it. Right there, I got it twice. Started tipping it back just a little bit. Got 2 taps in, and I could feel how it wanted to bring the front end down. I'm still not to the point where I'm riding out super long wheelies. I'm still in that 5-second area, and that's because I hit that balance point and I'm not good enough with the back brake to hold it up there. Does wheelie in front of cop. Wow. Alright, they're out in force today. I say it now, 7 to 10 seconds, I'd be happy with the length and quality of that wheelie, but I thought I'd be happy with 5 seconds. And you know, I'm pushing it slowly, trying to develop my skills slowly, because you need to get a feel for what each level feels like. It's not something you can describe, and until you feel it, you're not even ready for it. But yeah, let's try to get some more good wheelies. 30 to 35 miles an hour in this bike. It's literally 847 cc, a little over 100 horsepower to the rear wheel. That'll give you an idea. Get used to what the bike sounds like when you clutch and throttle a little bit at a time. You're gonna feel how much it lifts for each level, and you know, you'll get very consistent with the clutch action. It's a muscle memory. You can't explain it. No price. Jixer. Oh, 1,000. Too big for my wife. Yeah, too big. Too big. Nice though. See, nice and smooth clutch action. That's all you want to begin with. Pop it up smooth. When you bring it down, do not cut the throttle. Let the front wheel just float back to the ground. Sometimes even give it a little more throttle. Definite word of advice, try to bring the front wheel down perfectly straight. Come down a little crooked, you're gonna get a little bit of a head shake. You know, try not to panic. It's gonna happen once in a while. Stay calm. Woo! That may have been my longest one yet. Holy cow. Back brake hit 3 times on that one. And then I brought it down a little too far and I tried to throttle it back up, and you know, with very smooth throttle. You don't want to jerk back on the throttle when you're anywhere near balance point. The front wheel's very light and it will tip back on you. We out here in the 585, making sure I don't have people behind me, enjoying this perfectly smooth road, looking for the outlets. Even with my front wheels in the air, I'm looking for people to pull out in front of me. Woo! Too high. That's where that back brake comes in handy. I got that wheel right back down to the ground. Oh man, made my heart palpitate. But yeah, it seems like men wearing full gear, even when you're not doing ill-advised stuff such as me. Take 2. You know, the gear is going to save you. I've seen plenty of wheelies. I've seen guys walk away from them, but they had really bad road rash. So I mean, if he was wearing gear, he would have walked away and not had road rash. But yeah, you want that back brake to be muscle memory. You want it to be second nature when you need it. Hitting the back brake with the wheel in the air, it's not a natural sensation, and it does take practice. And until you're gonna put that practice in and you're just using engine braking, I definitely recommend not bringing it to balance. Bring it up, chase them out, because when you're not up to balance point yet, you still could bring it down very easily with engine braking. Just try to give it some gas before the front wheel hits the ground so you don't slam the front end down, because that also hurts. Underdog FZ09. I'm just at kind of an intermediate level, and I'm no expert. This is not a wheelie tutorial. This is just how I learned to wheelie. And sometimes you'll bring it up, it'll get to a point that was higher, and you'll want to put it down right away because you have not experienced that level. And then after you put it down, you'll say, huh, I got it up that high, it wasn't sketchy yet. It didn't feel bad yet, you know? Man, this pretty good. I was bringing it up slowly. I hit balance point, I hit the back brake twice, and it brought it back down, which is okay. I had a curve coming up. Curves is some next level stuff, and from what I hear, the higher the front wheel's up, the easier it is to make curves. But yeah, that's some super super sketchy expert level stuff, and I would have to say you'll know when you're ready for that. But yeah, certainly in the comments, ask questions. If you're much better than me, make comments how I can improve, because I'm still practicing. Constructive criticism is always welcome. No traffic. This is what you'll be looking for, or a big empty parking lot. You want good road conditions, no potholes, no major bumps that are gonna throw you one way or the other. I think definitely the smoother road the better. I think I hit my best, just about my best wheelie ever on that really smooth road, and it was basically perfectly flat. Back brake only once there. I started sitting back into it, and I was very comfortable, and I was very smooth on the throttle, just rolling it back smoothly. Come down kind of medium, didn't slam it down, didn't set it down like a feather. But yeah, we out here learning. We don't have a lot of traffic here that's gonna mess up my day. Still looking for some cross traffic, because they ain't used to seeing people out here doing silly stuff like me. Chaser. Nope. The initial pop-up wasn't good. Sometimes you know it's not right, and the best thing to do is to bring it down right away. So close. So close. But yeah, that's all I do. I cruise around slow. I look for spots to have fun. And I try not to die. Yeah. Just a hair under balance point. Just a hair under balance point. So about 4,500 RPMs. Pull the clutch in, give it a little more gas. Pull it in for a split second first. Slip it. You know, see how much the wheel comes up. You want to higher, try to give it a little more gas or hold the clutch longer to get more RPMs. Listen to the engine rev. It's going to be muscle memory. After a while, and you'll be popping them up pretty smooth. Like I have no problem popping it up smooth. It's just they have fine throttle, smooth the roll on. Draw it up a little bit more towards balance point, and then holding balance point is where I'm at. I'm trying to learn to hold balance point. That was balance point. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Down in second, and I'm chasing it out, and I'm going quite fast. I will pop it into third gear and let the clutch out slowly, because it's a higher gear and it'll handle that speed and is not liable to lock up your rear tire, which would be a rude awakening. It's like I survived a wheelie, but I put it down and locked up my tire and hit the ground. I mean, come on, really, bro? Don't be a noob. Let some guys pass you. Give yourself a little room to mess around. Nice, bro. When I'm a YouTube superstar, I'm gonna buy me that house. I don't recommend crossing the double yellow line, but I could see nothing was coming. Oh, it's an African Twin. I like that bike. That's just getting used to the back brake. That was 2 taps on the back brake. Maybe premature, but it's getting used to it. Seems to be a bit of a window between, wow, I'm really close to balance point, and oh my god, I'm tipping backwards. Seems to be a fair size window, but you don't want to rush it in that area. Very minute, smooth adjustments, because the closer you get up there, the less margin for error you have. Smooth, confident, and listen to your body. It'll let you know. It'll let you know when you're about to get to that point where you're not comfortable. At least mine does, unless you're a total lunatic. Woo! That was amazing. Bridge wheelie, savage. A lot of good footage. If you got any questions about how I do my wheelies, post them in the comments below. If you got any, pointers for me, because I am learning as well, I'd like to hear those as well. But if you like this video, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, Underdog FZ09 out. And we're golden.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Bonus wheelie.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear, and quite soon all who see or hear the cry goes up so far and near for underdog, 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 speed of lightning, roar of